plan that I've repeatedly warned about, to take the tools of oppression used to tackle the coronavirus and use them all, lockdowns, forced business closures, exclusion zones, isolation. We heard Angela Marsden earlier, businesses shut down, isolation at home, all of that, all of those measures, including destroying private property rights and private income in order to tackle the climate crisis.
Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight severe virus, but to shape the system.
We have a unique but rapidly shrinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. It is an opportunity we have never had before and may never have again. So we must use all the levers we have at our disposal, knowing that each and every one of us has a vital role to play.
The Great Reset is a welcome recognition that this human tragedy must be a wake-up call. It is imperative that we reimagine, rebuild, redesign, reinvigorate, and rebalance our world. Rebalancing investment, harnessing science and technology, and advancing the transition to net zero emissions, all elements of the Great Reset, are fundamental to building the future we need.
And that last one was the clown Guterres, who was at the Climate Ambition Summit, telling us the world is going to cook by 3.5 degrees or something by the end of the century. Yeah, right. This Great Reset is as serious and as dangerous a threat to our prosperity, to your prosperity and your freedom, as we have faced in decades, with these powerful bodies, including the World Economic Forum, the United Nations, the International Monetary Fund, and even Prince Charles boasting that within a few short years, yes, their words, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Remember, this is not me saying this, this is them. They are even running ads for the Great Reset. A handful of countries will dominate. I wonder which ones they might be. A terrifying coalition of big business, big tech, and left-wing totalitarians are so confident and so brazen. I mean, they just stole the US election, so I guess they're feeling pretty chuffed with themselves, that they are now promising you will own nothing and you will be happy. What they should have added is, and we, the very rich, will own everything and be even happier. Of course they will. The great tragedy here is that Prince Charles is involved in this fascist, corporatist global push. And
Peter joins me right now. You have been saying that it's important for us to recognize that this is not just a Hunter Biden story, this is a Joe Biden story. Why?
Really for a couple of reasons. First of all, when you look at the communications that have come out from the Hunter Biden laptop, and even more importantly, Tony Bobulinski's text messages and emails, you see that the Chinese, in this case CEFC, the energy company, were very insistent that they were not doing deals with Hunter Biden, they were doing deals with the Biden family. And that's generally how the Chinese have viewed this. Hunter Biden does not bring any expertise or connections or background to any of these deals, save for the fact that he is the son of the vice president, now president of the United States. The second reason, Maria, that this is not just a Hunter Biden story is because of what Hunter Biden himself has communicated. In the emails that have come out as well, Hunter Biden's quite explicit in one particular communication with his daughter. He's complaining that he pays half of the entire family's bills, and he includes his mother and father in that and makes reference to Pops. So the point is that all this enrichment that has been taking place is also flowing to Joe Biden indirectly through his son. But the fact of the matter is he's still a beneficiary, a direct beneficiary of these foreign deals.
That email in terms of wanting Keys to have an office in Washington to be shared was very disturbing. We have that email here, and the email is saying, look, I need a set of keys for Joe Biden, Jill Biden, Jim Biden, my uncle, and the chairman of CEFC, Gang Wen-dong. So all of these people are sharing an office together in
what the Russians have exactly on Donald Trump. Whether it was witting or unwitting, the end result is just as destructive because the president has drawn us close to a foreign adversary who is not our friend.
Drawn close to a foreign adversary? Congressman Eric Swalwell of California knows a lot about drawing close to foreign adversaries. For the past 4 years, of course, Swalwell has been a fixture on cable news. He's been on this show, accusing the president of just being unduly close to our enemies. We could pick many examples. Here's one from 2017.
To land on Russia's radar is somebody that they may want to recruit. Would you agree that being a business person, a prominent business person, is something that would be attractive to them?
Could be. Might depend on what industry you were in.
Could also being a politician be something that would be attractive to them?
Sure.
There is a new strain of the coronavirus in Britain that could be much more infectious. In response, more than 30 countries have banned or restricted travel from the UK. Some U.S. officials say our existing limits on travel from Britain need to be strengthened. MTS Tayeb is near Heathrow Airport, just outside London, which is now under strict new guidelines. MTS, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, well, for those Americans who are still hoping to fly home for the holidays, they can still get on one of the 18 or so flights that are flying to the U.S. from Heathrow, even after that bombshell announcement from Prime Minister Boris Johnson about this new, highly contagious strain of the virus.
Given the early evidence we have on this new variant of the virus, the potential risk it poses, it is with a very heavy heart. I must tell you, we cannot continue with Christmas as planned.
The decision to outlaw Christmas get-togethers in London and surrounding areas is a major climb down for British Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
We don't want to, as I say, to ban Christmas.
And they say it may be responsible for as much as 70% of the infections in London, which is really an enormous amount. I mean, cases in the UK today, we had they had gone from 1 million to 2 million in only 7 weeks. So it's really a dire situation. The WHO is working very hard with the UK to see exactly, how this has mutated. They think right now it is not more deadly, and that it will not matter in terms of the vaccine. So that's good news.
What's the reaction been out of the US, though?
Well, the U.S., has basically said that it's fine. They don't see any reason to impose any sorts of restrictions at the moment. We'll see if that changes. Right now, we don't know of any cases of any cases with this mutation here. One has shown up in Italy.
Senator from Kentucky.
Republicans like to mock modern monetary theory, the idea that government can print money with impunity, that government can spend whatever it wants without the need to tax. Modern monetary theory is basically the Dick Cheney deficits don't matter crowd, trussed up with a new fancy title. Most Republicans rightly lampoon this quackery, that is, when they're not practicing the quackery themselves. Today, many of these same Republicans will vote for a bill that makes modern monetary theory look like child's play in comparison. The monster spending bill presented today is not just a deficits don't matter disaster, it is everything Republicans say they don't believe in.
Let everybody know we're tired of the lies. The lies, the lies, the lies. But in here are some truths.